And we are here. Hi, everyone. Kingzilla, thank you for joining. I see your comment in the chat. Thank you, thank you. Um, it's a little bit of an impromptu stream. I meant to make a post about it yesterday, and then work just wiped me out, and then I meant to make a post about it this morning, and I got wiped out again. So, work's been busy, which is a good thing. Things are moving at work. So, but this stream, it's just me. No one else, which is a-okay. Gonna definitely be trying to do more solo streams as well this year. I'm also going to be trying to stream at least once a week. Sundays are looking about it, Sunday or Monday nights. So expect that moving forward. Next week is, well, actually, in a week from now, 7 days, we are at the 3rd anniversary of the channel of being active and actually moving and, uploading and all that fun stuff. So we have a absolute ton to do this next week. I've got some ideas I want to do. We've got live unbox days. We got box days, live unbox days. We got live box days, live unboxings coming up. We have one tomorrow, and we're gonna have Tokusatsu BTS. Joseph, he's gonna be with me, hopefully joining me, because it's something related to him. He also celebrated his anniversary on Valentine's Day of his channel. That review was supposed to be out, but obviously it didn't get here in time. So we'll probably post that one this week. We have a certain Cherry Blossom Mondo figure that's supposed to be here that is just getting delayed and delayed and delayed without any update. I bought the most expensive shipping I could, and it's been sitting at a DHL factory for 3 days instead of being delivered through USPS, which it was supposed to be shipped by. So I've been admittingly, I'm pretty cranky about that. And then we have the Gigantic Shin review, X Plus Gigantic Clear Red. That's coming out this week. We hit the subscriber goal. In fact, we're at 690 as of tonight, which is absolutely wild. We are almost 30 subscribers above what I wanted by the 25th. So I think the goal is to hit 700 now. See if we can do it in a week. If we can't, it's just an extra bonus goal. If we do, it's fantastic. So there might be more than 2 reviews this week. And then, like I said, at least 2 live box date. Well, actually, there'll be 3. There's 3 boxes. I'm going to do all 3 on here. I was planning on doing a few on Collectible Monsters, but I'm just going to do all 3 here on the channel. You guys seem to be really enjoying that. So, but let's not waste any time. We've already wasted 3 minutes. But I wanted to give you guys a little update, the making a little update spiel video. So, Godzilla X Kong, I might say versus, I mean X. Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire, comes out in, I believe it was 40 days, I believe, as of today. Yeah, 40 days. It's the 28th. I don't think we're getting a Wednesday release. We're getting a Thursday release, though. We always get a Thursday release. So, Thursday night, the 28th, the movie will be doing early premieres. We are very, very close, and we do have a lot to talk about. So, how do I feel about the film so far? It's been a little up and down. So, overall, for the film, I'm happy. Promotional wise, I'm flip flopping. Okay, so the first teaser, the very very first teaser we got this past summer, was great. That 15-second teaser of just having Scar King be revealed, and the Godzilla and Kong skull, perfect, great, wonderful, quick, easy, doesn't reveal much, just shows us the big bad. Good. First trailer comes out. I watched both the trailers here right before the live streams. Hey Joseph. Hey buddy, how's it going? How's it going? Hiya, hiya, yeah. We're waiting for Hiya Godzilla X Kong stuff, aren't we? Hope you're doing good, buddy. Hopefully you're ready for the unboxing tomorrow. We'll get a time for that tonight, so we can get it posted, so it can hopefully work with both our schedules. So I watched both the trailers before this, not the 2 international trailers, because it's only like, I think 10 seconds between the both of them, maybe, of new footage, and it's really not that important to the film. Got two people watching. Hi. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining this impromptu. So I watched both, and I can say after seeing both, I still like trailer one a little bit better. Trailer two is good. I definitely think it's a really good, trailer two. It's just really like American trailer though. Like it doesn't show too much, but it shows things in the trailer that are just plainly there if you stop and pause it, but it also tries to act like it's hidden. And that's one of my big problems with the promotion of this film is the Shimu problem. Playmates already released the toys. I believe Jax is the one who made the metal diecast keychains. Already have Shimu there. Why is Shimu hidden in the trailers? I don't know. I think it's stupid. Also, I'm not considering that a spoiler warning. Once again, we have literal toys of it. If you pause the trailer, you can see Shimu multiple times, easy, clear as day throughout the second trailer. I believe there's like 6 scenes that you can see her in. So she's not a spoiler. I don't agree that her being a toy and not being in a trailer is a spoiler because the toy is out. Legendary obviously said it's okay. They also have shirts, merch designs with her on there. It's just like, I don't know, it's weird. It's like, the typical like step sibling situation where it's like, you get a step family and then you just become the forgotten one. It's kind of like that. I just feel like Shimu's being pushed to the side. I feel like that's going to be her whole role in the movie. It's just going to be just swept. Like it's supposed to be big, but it's really not. And then she's just going to kind of be big, dumb, and be forgotten about, which is sad because I believe the design is super cool. It's an interesting design. We saw it in Call of Duty. Like it, she's been here for a long time. So it's weird that they didn't give us at least one clear shot of her in the trailer. We got the eyes scene, we got the ice breath. That's all cool, but just one good like roaring clip, like Evo Godzilla in the first trailer would have been nice. But I really do like the first trailer more. The first trailer has this tension, the whole scratching wavelength thing with the music is perfect. I think it's just done well. It's still a Hollywood trailer, but it's trying to add to the mystery where the second trailer is just like big Marvel action movie, just in your face, showing showing us that Adam Wingard is trying to give us kaiju action, and a lot of it, there's a lot of rumors, a lot of confirmed things, a lot of kaiju that are supposed to be in the film, that we still don't fully know if they are or not. I mean, a lot of YouTubers are saying they are, but that doesn't mean jack to me. I've read the old spoilers. I guess there's new ones that are out on Reddit and 4chan. Not that I want to go there, but they normally get reposted to Reddit, so I don't have to go to that dirty site. So maybe I need to update mine, but there's still a lot of the leaks that aren't there, like the full plot and timeline isn't out yet. I read them, so there's stuff that wasn't in my leaks, or not my leaks, but the leaks that I read, the main leaks, the bulk of the leaks, the ones that revealed we weren't getting a Super Bowl trailer and we were getting a Valentine's trailer. We didn't know it was Puppy Bowl, though. That was great. I was slightly upset that there wasn't a Super Bowl, even like a teaser, but I do appreciate that maybe Legendary was like, we're not going to spend millions and millions of dollars to show this, and we're going to do this super cool collab with the Puppy Bowl and have a Puppy Bowl exclusive trailer. That was a good turnaround, so I take back some of my mean comments that I made to Legendary in my friend groups, because the Puppy Bowl idea was perfect. I still need to watch the Puppy Bowl. I don't know if there's a spot online I can go and watch it. So I got to go back and watch it, because that, great idea. Legendary, I tip my hat to you. I tip my hat to you guys. Thank you guys for doing something super cool and something different. I do believe this isn't the first time Godzilla has had a collab with the Puppy Bowl. One of the other movies did. I swear there was another Puppy Bowl that had a Godzilla theme to it, or at least had like a dog come out with the Godzilla costume. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. I'll have to look that up. But the promotions for me has been good and bad. We've got some really cool stuff from Cavity Colors coming out. I can actually throw that up on the screen real quick if you guys have not seen when I posted it as a background. So you're not going to see it. That's an overlay. Can I do, no, it's not going to let me. Never mind. I guess we're not going to show the Cavity Colors artwork, which maybe is okay because Toho's kind of been tracking down on artwork and legal stuff lately. So maybe it's a good thing that we don't throw the artwork up there, but it's beautiful. Go to cavitycolors.com. The drop comes out tomorrow afternoon. I'm interested in the Godzilla tie-dye and the sweatpants, and that's about it. I don't know if I'm going to pre-order, though. I might wait until there's a sale or a discount code, and then I'll buy them. I'm wearing one now. They were really cool in the beginning, but I feel like they're just copy and paste now. It's getting a little dull. Even the tie-dyes, which are normally really cool, they're colorful, they're high quality, they're just kind of copy and paste every single Godzilla drop. And it's just, I don't mind having a ton of black shirts, but I don't need like the same looking ones, even if it's a different design. And that's kind of my big thing. And then they kind of cut out sweatpants for like 2 years, and that was like the big thing, was sweatpants. So I still need the Jet Jaguar ones and these new ones. I believe there's one other set I'm missing, but and the price is good. Just got to focus on the important things. And right now I've got a lot of clothes, so I don't really need more. I'm kind of rambling. I'm sorry, guys. We'll get there. By the end of the year, I promise my streaming and my organization will be better. I promise. I do. But yeah. So trailer 1, I prefer. Trailer 2, good, but kind of just typical. I do think we might get like another small short trailer. Maybe not. I don't know. Like I said, we're 40 days out. We could get more, we could get less. I would maybe preferably less is better in this point. People are already saying the whole movie is revealed from the second trailer, which isn't the case. A lot is shown. I think we've seen clips of almost every big battle, but we don't know what the timeline, because the timeline is just all over the place. I think there's going to be like 4 or 5 battles, which is a great segue into my predictions. I'm going to make predictions not based off the spoiler leaks at all. This is just me kind of looking what we see at the trailer and disregarding the spoilers, acting as if they aren't true, which they could be wrong. So we're not going to be talking about any of the leaks, and I'm just going to make predictions now based on what we see in the trailers. So the timeline of this film is kind of goofy, I think. Like I said, there's probably going to be 4 or 5 big battles. I think everything's going to start off kind of normally. We see that G is having these premonitions, I would say these visions, and she's having a lot of issues with them. She thinks something's wrong. So I think that's kind of what's going to set off one part of the journey. Is our main human cast is going to be figuring out what's wrong with Gia. Why is she having these premonitions? We see it multiple times, especially in trailer 2. There's so much there. There's stuff that is hidden that we won't talk about because it is hard to see even with the trailer, even paused. So we'll ignore that certain scene that I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen, confirming someone is coming back. We're getting a pretty big kaiju reveal that is being hidden, and I'll let that one stay hidden. So if you know, you know. If you don't, well, be prepared to be surprised unless they reveal it. So I think Gia's problems is going to be the start. They're going to start trying to see if there's any humans in the Hollow Earth, and then at the same time we'll get the main scene in trailer 2 where our small baby ape kaiju Suko stumbles upon Kong, which is going to push the kaiju drama, and I think it's also going to connect. That's where the human and the kaiju story plot lines will intersect. The Gia team, the Kong team, we'll call them, because that's what they are, the Kong team, and Bernie. So happy Bernie's back, I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy Bernie. He's terribly written in Godzilla vs. Kong. But I think Adam Wingard's going to probably take our criticisms and our critiques, and I think he's going to pull it back. I do think this film's human story is going to be better written, mainly because there's not going to be two teams. It's going to be just the Kong / Kaiju team of humans. So they're going to go searching. Suko's going to lead Kong to the lava layer. Well, first they're going to find that ice layer, I think. They're going to find the ice layer, they're going to find the skulls, and they're going to be like, oh, what's going on? And then a little bit later, Kong is going to stumble upon with Suko the lava cave with all the other ape kaiju, which is something not a lot of people are talking about. But we have, like a good number of other Kong species down there. And then we get the reveal of Scar King, which I feel like is going to be one of the big moments. And although we see a lot of it in trailer 1 and a little bit more of it in trailer 2, I feel like it's going to still be a big moment. Trailer 2 does this awesome thing that trailer 1 doesn't do. We get to see Scar King actually fight. We actually get to see this first fight of Scar King and Kong, and they're showing the differences between these two kaiju. Kong, remember, is still very, very young, considering the whole grouping of these kaiju. Scar King, we don't know how old he is. We're assuming he's old. And in his fight style, he really shows it. I mean, like the first cut of the fight in trailer 2 is Kong roaring at him, and the first thing, and it might not be cut like this in the movie. First thing Kong does is charge. He charges Scar King, and then we can assume at some point we get that awesome clash where Kong tries to axe him. Scar King blocks and holds. He reveals the whip, which is so cool. Grabs Kong's his left arm. We see it wrap, and then we see it has a barbed, and it cuts his whole arm. Super cool. We can see that Scar King is using actual fighting techniques. He's using his weapon as his weapon should, rather than Kong kind of just, he flails it around. Let's be honest. He, in Godzilla vs. Kong, he figures out how to use it with the energy, but he's still not like using his axe as an axe. He's still just kind of swinging with it. I feel like that'll be a big, I don't want to say a training moment, but a big like combat / how do I want to put it? A battle IQ. If we're going to power scale, I feel like that's going to be a big thing for Kong, is he's going to actually learn to use the axe as an axe. Actually be an axe wielder and use it towards the end of the film, because the big difference between the two is Scar King seems to have a ton of experience one way or the other, and Kong doesn't. And Kong's going to have to fight smarter, which we do see in Godzilla vs. Kong, but Scar King's a lot smarter. I think out of all the kaiju, Scar King is going to be the smartest out of all of them in the MonsterVerse. We're going to see that in bulk. I feel like Scar King, although he's a lot slimmer than Kong, he's actually a lot stronger than Kong as well, especially towards the beginning of the film. I feel like it's going to be pretty one-sided. Kong is going to lose somehow, and Kong's going to have to retreat. And this is kind of where it starts to get a little goofy on the timeline. I feel like there is a fight that's not revealed in the trailer yet. This is just a prediction. There's nowhere that has leaked this, nothing, so we have no idea if this is true or not. I feel like Godzilla is going to go to Hollow Earth, and he's also going to try fighting Godzilla, or Godzilla is going to try fighting Scar King and Shimu, and he's also going to get his ass kicked, and I mean bad. So I feel like they're both going to fight them individually, and they're both going to lose. Kong losing is going to lead to the Beast Glove. Godzilla losing is going to be the rumors that YouTubers are sharing as if it's confirmed, and it could be. I haven't watched anyone's videos yet on it. We're going to get the reveal that Godzilla is going to start going and fighting other kaiju to get to the point in the trailer where he's in that ice cavern in ice, and he's evolving. I feel like, so they're going to lose individually, then the humans are going to be like, how can we get the two together? so they can team up, which is then going to lead to the pyramid section, which weirdly enough both trailers open on. I'm not too crazy about that. It makes sense, but it's also kind of odd that both trailers open up with the portal next to the pyramids and Kong coming out. They should have had the clip of Godzilla in the water and then Kong at the pyramids for the second trailer. I feel like just to give them a difference, because it really does feel like visually the trailers are the same for the first 5 seconds. So it's kind of weird. So that's where Kong will go back up to the Earth, assuming Scar King and maybe Shimu are going to go up to Earth on the top side after beating Godzilla. Maybe Godzilla opens up a portal and that's how they get out. So they go up to Earth, and then we kind of start seeing the Earth destruction, or like the human civilization destruction that we see in the trailer a little bit. It's teased, it's flashed, and then Godzilla's going to train. Kong's going to train. Kong is going to go to the pyramids because that's for some reason where some of these kaiju are going to be. Are the two enemies, or at least Shimu. I don't know if Scar King's going to be there. And then Godzilla's going to get there as well. And then we see in this second trailer, Godzilla's firing his atomic breath at Kong, and we get that line, oh, well, they don't like each other, they're going to try to kill each other again. And then it continues with, well, they don't have to like each other, but they have to work together. And then the last shot of trailer 2 is Godzilla and Kong roaring at each other, probably that being a peace treaty, and the dog's playing with his squeaky toy, so I apologize if you can hear him. He's being cute. He always seems to want to play, which is A-okay. Nothing's wrong with that. So that's kind of where the peace is going to be there, and that's going to just lead into the final fight, which we know is going to be long. We know we have like an 15 minute just kaiju brawl with no human interruption. Throughout, kind of in between all of this, we're going to get the human drama with Gia and the Monarch team finding a civilization there, and we don't really know much about that, or at least not public confirmed stuff, so we'll just kind of leave it at there. We know something's going to happen, and that's it. And that's going to lead to the final fight, or final fights. There could still be 2 more. I would predict Godzilla and Kong are going to lose again as a team, but we don't know. We're promised fights. The movie's supposed to maybe open with a fight. We don't know. Like, we have that scene of Godzilla in Rome. Why is he in Rome? And he's in base form. He's not even this blue electric form that we're seeing, which my prediction for that scene, I've seen a lot of people, or a few people, saying that Godzilla's attacking people. I don't think it's attacking. I think that's after the first fight, where Godzilla just gets slammed by Scar King and Shimu, and I'm going to guess it's more Shimu than Scar King. There seems to be this kind of tease that, the 2 reptilian kaiju are at each other's throat and the 2 ape kaiju are going to be at each other's throats. But I hope they intersect. I want to see different battles. I don't want it just to be Godzilla versus Shimu and Scar King versus Kong. I want them to switch. I want them to tag team. Kind of like Mechagodzilla. I want them to disable one of them, fight, possibly kill the other, or at least get beaten again. So I would assume that Godzilla's actually training with Monarch. I think Monarch is sending drones trying to help Godzilla, evolve, which we see that electrical nuclear pulse in the second trailer. That would be my prediction. I don't think he's purposely going and attacking people. I think Monarch is trying to help him. I think Monarch is going to be a way smarter organization in this film, hopefully. Because the last 2 films, they kind of make some dumb choices, especially in Godzilla vs. Kong. There's some... the human parts aren't great. The kaiju parts are amazing, wonderful. It's a beautiful, turn your brain off and just enjoy it. And I hope they can pull that back a little bit and do a little bit more smarter human drama. And make Monarch actually important again. Hi, Kingzilla. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. I do hope Monarch is smarter in this film. I'm I'm hoping. That's about all I'm gonna say. I hope Monarch is smarter, and it does seem to be that they're gonna be smarter. You know, just trying to get the team up of Godzilla and Kong. It's gonna take a lot. They're gonna have to be smart about this. Godzilla's really stubborn. Kong is really stubborn. You know, we know this. Godzilla's stubborn pretty much across all of his incarnations. So it's just a trait, a common trait. But it's going to be fun. I do believe this film is going to be fun. I think it's going to land probably just as well, if not better, than Godzilla versus Kong. I really do think Wingard is going to take the community criticisms and really push this film and improve it. I cannot wait for the movie. Yeah, I'm very excited as well. I've I've been hit over the head a few times, a little disappointed, but I think they're going to pull me back in. I'm still very excited for this film. Obviously, there's going to be more live streams talking about this later. There will be a live stream review, hopefully with the group again, hopefully. And I really, really, really do hope this movie lands well. Critically, I would agree. D-Man has said it. A few others have said it. I believe Louis Duran has said it as well. This film, this is the actual turning point for the MonsterVerse. If this film does not land well, if it does not do good, might not see more after this. We could see Legendary slow or stop production if this film doesn't do good. I think this is the make or break for this part of the franchise. Kind of like how -1, it's like if -1 did not do as good as it did, might not be seeing another Japanese Godzilla film for a while. But it did do good, could win an Oscar. I do think we'll see a sequel sooner than later. I gotta take a drink, guys. Throats keep drying up. Oh, I was talking all night at work last night. I was training, so I'm very positive for this film. I'm very excited. I am. Oh, let's kind of shift. I feel like I'm just rambling, talking about how excited. Let's talk about merch stuff. Talk about the designs. You know, since I haven't talked about the film almost at all at the channel. Godzilla's looking badass as usual. I'm glad the 21 design is going to be here. I'm liking this new blue electric form. I like the details. It's not the same as the last two films when he's, you know, intimidating display. I like that it looks different. Obviously, it was slightly done so they could sell more toy color variants. What can you do? I still like it. Kind of makes me wonder why the monster arts that got revealed for the film isn't that. It kind of shows that we're getting more color variants of that figure, which is kind of sad because that mold isn't great. I'm still considering picking them up just to have them for the film, but we'll see. Evolved Godzilla, I'm so happy with this design. Pink Godzilla, perfect. Slimming him down, exaggerating the muscles in the arms, making them even bigger, more bear-like. Yes. We could see a new fighting style from this Godzilla, even more brutal, closer to -1's fighting style, where it's very just like -1 throws his strength throughout the film when you see him physically attacking things. He knows he's much stronger than everything, and he still puts his 110 into it because he wants to destroy it. I feel like we're going to be getting that vibe from Evo Godzilla. There is that short clip at the beginning of trailer 2, or kind of towards the middle, where it's kind of a callback to Godzilla vs. Kong, where Godzilla goes straight through a bridge again and through boats, and it cuts down, and we do see it's the Evo Godzilla, and he has these just spiraling red eyes, which in my head canon, you know, and maybe I don't think Wingard's going to be asked this, so hopefully they do like an online fan questionnaire, and hopefully I can get this question in there. I feel like that scene, his eyes are super spirally. I think that could be a reference to Dragon Ball Superhero, If you guys are a big fan of Dragon Ball, you know Gohan has a new transformation, and when he transforms, his eyes, they shatter, and then they go red, and then they spiral. I think that's a callback to that scene. It's a pull, but Superhero has a huge Shin Godzilla reference with Cellmax doing the back beams, except Cellmax does it out of every orifice of his body, and it just shoots. So I feel like that would be a super cute, cool callback from my two of my favorite franchisings calling each other out, but that's just headcanon. It could just be design. Like the collection in the back. Thanks, man. This is just a small portion. Just a small portion. But mostly the Gigantics and the X Pluses are here. So I feel like that is a reference. But that's just headcanon. That's not confirmed. And we may never get confirmation on that. It might just be a coincidence. Not everything is referenced. But in my head, I would like to think that that's after Dragon Ball calling out, calling back to Shin. I think this could be Godzilla calling back to Superhero, but maybe in the future we'll see. But I do feel like Evo Godzilla is just going to be a big, even grumpier Godzilla. I feel like he's going to be super aggressive. Do I think he's going to be in this powered up state permanently? No, I actually don't think he will be. I think he's going to have some like big atomic breath or like big nuclear pulse or something to try to save Kong and everyone else. And he's going to lose that form. It's going to be a fake out, kind of like 95. It would be what I was predicting is he's going to blow up. Everyone's going to think he's dead and he's going to rise up. And the design might change again. I don't think it's going to be 2021, but I think it's going to be a combo of both. But it'll be pretty much back to the basic Godzilla look. I don't think he'll remain pink. Disappointing as that might be. And I don't think they're going to pull a Dragon Ball and he's going to transform in and out. The likely thing is maybe he can glow red, or in extreme stressful situations, he'll glow pink, kind of like the red spiral beam in the Heisei. But like I said, I don't think he's going to permanently be looking like this. If he does, yes, but I don't think so. Kong, he just looks older. He's got some gray. He's getting into, Kong's technically in-universe. Kong is older than me now. He's past past that 30-year mark, equivalency. He's actually an adult. I believe this film is taking place in 2029, so it's been quite a few years since Godzilla vs. Kong. Yo, heard somewhere that apparently Adam said the film will end with Godzilla. Oh, hey, if that would be cool. I'm down for Evolved Godzilla being permanent. I am. Or at least maybe a design shift to like be in between his normal form and this, or if he just glows pink instead of blue. But that to me is good. If he does stay in Evolved, I would be okay with that. That is super cool to know. But what you said, I can also see what's happening as well. Yeah, it's one or the other. I do think Godzilla is going to have some sort of like, not that YouTube likes this word, but suicide bomb, self-sacrifice. There we go. That's a better term. Analytics, please don't kill me. I think there'll be a self-sacrifice explosion or attack, possibly, or maybe Kong will be the one to do it. But Kong's design, I like the Beast Glove being added. It's unique. It's simple. It makes sense for the character. I know not a lot of people are in love with it. If he got like a Godzilla spear or a sword or another axe, I feel like people would just say that's lazy. So the glove, I think, is really cool. And then we did have a Funko Pop kind of light confirm that towards the end he will have the glove and the axe. So that's pretty cool. Maybe, if they'll have a fight with the glove, it won't do as well. Maybe they'll give him a shield and they'll make like a Captain America reference. That would be super cool, super Marvel-y, but like it kind of seems to be the suggestion that the axe from the trailer might not be able to defend against Shimu's Sub-Zero breath. I feel like the Playmates has a name for it. I don't know what it's called, but she has a breath attack as well. I feel like he's going to need more than the axe because it doesn't seem like the axe is going to absorb it like Godzilla's nuclear pulse. So, but I'm pleased with Kong's design. It's small things, and I think that works better for his design. Scar King, yeah, it's another ape kaiju. It's closer to an orangutan than an ape. I think it looks good. I wonder if that Funko Pop really, yeah, and it could not be either. Yeah, it could it definitely could be to where it's like that kind of that's what that scene kind of suggests. The axe is going to be destroyed, but maybe he'll get another one too. You know, we did see that there was more weapons in that cavern, so maybe they'll go back and they'll find another one. You know, Ex Machina still okay. You know, but I would assume too that the Funko Pop probably doesn't mean anything, and it's more just for selling another variation of the Kong Pop because they don't sell very well. I've seen more Kong Pops than Godzilla Pops, or even the Mothra Pop. So, and the Mecha Godzilla Pop's pretty much gone now. I was thinking that maybe the other day, maybe he goes back. Yeah, I think that's likely. Maybe a larger axe. That would be pretty cool if it was like chunkier, bigger, longer. That'd be cool, sharper. Maybe he doesn't have to rely on charging it as much. Maybe, or maybe they make him a new axe themselves, and it'll be some Monarch tech as well. We don't know. We don't see it, and the Funko Pop just uses the base axe, so we don't know. So that's kind of more of just a hypothesis in my mind. Scar King looks good. The light coloring, like the bone color on his arms and head, the playmates, I feel like kind of made it look worse than it is. I'm interested to see more of him in the movie. I'm definitely excited. I'm okay with it being another, large ape kaiju. Once again, I feel like he's way smarter than everyone else. He's way more cunning. He definitely fights dirty. Him just using his whip to just cut open Kong's left arm in the trailer. Definitely a suggestion. He plays dirty. You can tell he's got some sort of martial arts training. You see just the whole way he fights in the second trailer that there's a lot of intelligence. There's a lot of thinking about it. He grabs a building, pulls the top off of it, and throws it. Super, super fun. It's going to be interesting. I don't want to comment too much about it because we just don't see a lot. And I can sit here and predict everything, but nothing's guaranteed so far. I'm really, really excited with how Scar King fights, and I can't wait to see it. Shimu, we don't see any of it. I cannot wait to see Shimu. Yeah, as much as I'm not predicting that it's going to be a big moment, because the movie's going to play it up to be a big moment, but I feel like for us it's not going to be as big. I really do hope that they can change that thought and they make her a big, big entity in the film. I really hope it's not a Vegeta and Nappa situation, though, where it's Shimu's really strong but not really smart, and Scar King is pretty much all the brains and also really smart. I really, really hope they make her have some depth, have some character. Will she live? Will Scar King live? I don't know. I would kind of hope for Shimu living and Scar King not, but I could see it the opposite. I'm loving the modern Showa take on the MonsterVerse. We need to make the next Godzilla film. That'd be awesome, Lewis. That'd be stellar, actually. That would be fun. And yes, I love the Showa vibes. Perfect movies to turn my brain off. When I'm home and not driving. These are the perfect movie. Well, King of the Monsters and Godzilla vs. Kong are perfect movies to have a few drinks, partake in other things, not be sober is how I'll put it. Not be sober, just turn off and watch. I really enjoy Godzilla vs. Kong, and I really, really enjoy that movie not sober in any way, shape, or form. I feel like that movie is just taken to another level. Taking my brain relaxers, as I'll call them, that really, really bolsters that film and really gives it that Showa vibes. The same feeling I get when I go and watch Hedorah, Gigan, any of the 70s films. I feel like those films are just improved just to turn your brain off and enjoy. You don't have to not be sober to watch them. I just find they're even more enjoyable that way. But a lot of films are like that for me personally. I don't recommend. Don't If you don't like drinking, don't drink. Don't do anything you don't want to do. So, and do it of age. Don't be doing any of this underage stuff. That's not good. We don't support that here. So, but these films are a ton of fun. They're super exciting, fun to just enjoy, and I feel like overall this is what this film is going to be. It's just taking 2021, taking it to 12. We got a 15-minute fight. We have multiple fights, possible multiple kaiju coming in and out. Even if they're short fights, they're still fights, possibly. You know, rumors say there's one at the beginning. Some say there's some in the middle. The trailers kind of suggest that there's going to be an additional Kong fight that I haven't heard anyone talking about. The film, I know movie tickets are on the expensive side, and I know getting 4D or, IMAX is way more expensive. This film is going to be worth it. I saw Godzilla vs. Kong in IMAX, and I was blown away. -1 in our 4DX theater. This film is going to look perfect. That's one thing I didn't say about the trailers. So the first trailer, you could definitely tell a lot of the scenes weren't finished. There was some really goofy CGI. A lot of it was still good, but what I can say is through trailer 2 that they went back, they finished it, and there's a lot of scenes like Evo Godzilla looks way, way better in the second trailer. The running scene looks better. You can tell they added more assets to the back. This film at G-Fest, it would be cool to see this film at G-Fest. But I mean, are we going to get both the new Godzilla films? I don't know. I guess it depends on the guests. If we could get Gia's actress, I feel like it would be Godzilla x Kong. But I really feel like it would be, as much as I love this film and I want to support our legendary side of things, not getting Yamazaki at G-Fest and not playing -1 or minus color or both is just not the smart move. So, but we'll see. I have a gut feeling that I have both. That's best case scenario. I'm down for just the regular -1 and X Kong or New Empire. I feel like that would probably be best case scenario, but we'll see. G-Fest is promising a lot of big bolsters this year. So far, personally for me, I don't think they've really proved that. I'm only going to G-Fest this year because me and my girlfriend are going and to see the boys. Otherwise, probably would have skipped out on this year. I'm not very hyped for G-Fest. Every year it feels like I'm just not as hyped for it anymore. Which is sad, because last year was crazy fun. But they hit the ground running last year in 2022, and it's slowing. The trailer, for both trailers, I'd probably give trailer 1, the first trailer, probably a 10. A 9 or a 10. I really, really love the suspense that's built in the mystique of trailer 1. Trailer 2 is just a good follow-up, showing the movie's going to be more kaiju action and probably goofy show moments. I'd probably say an 8. A 7 or an 8. The fact that Shimu isn't fully revealed is still leaves kind of a sour taste in my mouth, because at this point we've got the toys. Legendary's own online store has her design, full display. Cavity Colors now has her at the bottom of it. I believe they're going to do a part 2, just like Godzilla vs. Kong. This was round 2. They did 2 drops for it. The first one didn't have Mechagodzilla. The second one did, this one. And I feel like that's how this one's going to be, where she's like down by the logo, kind of hidden, kind of not. And then the second one will get way more Shimu. So if you guys are getting Cavity Color merch, I would say maybe just slow your roll, wait till round 2 comes out. They have been selling out, but if you can only have like a few from each one, I would say wait. I think we're also going to get another tie-dye as well. The fact that Kong, Scar King, or Shimu doesn't have a tie-dye is kind of odd. Godzilla was a perfect first round, though. But yeah, I would say first trailer is a 9 or a 10, the second trailer is a 7 or an 8. It's still really good. It's passing, better than most movie trailers. I see a lot of movie trailers nowadays where it's like the movie looks good, but the trailer just is kind of an eye roll. Hollywood's gotten really comfortable with just pushing out the same stuff over and over again, no matter what genre of movie it is, or all the genres of movies are kind of like all the horror trailers feel about the same, all the action movies. The Marvel trailers are all the same. It's getting annoying. I hope we don't get any more trailers. Yeah, I think one more TV spot, maybe. But yeah, I don't think we'll get a third trailer. At least not before the movie's out. I think after the movie's out, we'll get a full Shimu trailer with more Shimu action and more fights. It'll probably show more of the fights depending on how the movie goes. Because we always get the certified fresh, or this movie's a big hit with all the reviews. I think we'll get a third one after. But I could see maybe one, maybe two more TV spots. I don't know how much new stuff is going to be in it, though. I kind of hope they keep new stuff off grid. I hope they keep it, hidden. Maybe do a Shimu reveal, but that's it. Leave it at that. So, I'm still holding Legendary on the Shimu stuff. I think it's dumb that you're going to release toys, keychains, and apparel, and you're not going to show her even more. And you're trying to hype it up like she's hidden, even though we all know she's there. I mean, we knew about her before Scar King. She was in COD, so. We don't know her gender. I've heard she, though. She is being thrown around a lot, so I'm just saying she, because that's what I've heard. But it could just be an it, kind of like what they've been trying to do with a lot of these kaijus, is just not have a gender because it doesn't matter. They're kaiju. So, except for Kong. Kong's a he, but whatever. It doesn't matter. So, but I'm very excited for the film. I'm been more impressed after the last few weeks with promotions overall. Still from some critiques, but what can you do? I'm still hyped. I think the movie's going to do good. And if it doesn't, it's at least going to be just a fun, dumb Showa-esque tribute. Hopefully they will. I'm telling you, Haya's scheduling has been dead for a reason. I think we're going to get 4 or 5 Hayas dropped within, pre-order announcements within like the next 2 or 3 months. We're going to get a Godzilla, or we might not actually get a normal Godzilla. They might just skip straight to Evo. We're going to get probably 2 Kongs, maybe even 3. We're getting a normal Kong and a Beast Glove Kong. Hopefully they improve that mold. I really don't like their Kongs. Neither one, I don't think, personally to me, don't look that great. Skull Island is an improvement over 2021, but there's still there's something not right in my mind. And then we're definitely getting Scar King, and we're definitely getting Shimu. I would say probably Shimu and Scar King after the movie's release, but Evo Godzilla and probably a Beast Glove Kong before it. I need to catch up. Lewis has been selling these figures in one of the group chats. I definitely would like one of the bluer Godzillas just to test, just to see one of the atomic charges. I don't know which one yet, but I do plan on getting 1 or 2 just to test the waters. Ghidorah would be really nice as well. That Ghidorah is gorgeous. It is definitely the best articulated Ghidorah on the market right now, out of all of the incarnations. So might see some highest stuff, might not. We'll see. Got to budget it out. There's a lot of X Plus coming out here. Still got to get my pre-order in for the Cybot 84. -1. What is your favorite Godzilla? Let's see. Do I have one nearby that I can grab? My favorite. Let's just grab them up here. Favorite? Shin. I love Shin Godzilla. Shin is my favorite. I have 50-some Shin Godzillas in my collection, so my TV display is literally the top of it is only Shin Godzilla. So it's not all of them, but it's most of my. It's the Fubi, so it's mainly Shin. Up there, because he's right here. I don't want to grab him like that. -1 is up there as well. I love this design. I hope we see more of it. Obviously, the X Plus is coming out. Just you guys wait. X Plus galore on this channel. I'm getting the regular defo. Getting the Rick -1. I'm not going to get both. I'm just going to get one because we've got Easy Hobbies releasing a 40 centimeter, which isn't gigantic, but it's bigger than the 30s. We've got the gigantic that is rumored to maybe come out before Summer Wonder Fest. I don't. The fact that it wasn't revealed or teased tells me it might not be out till next year, but we will see it this year. And then who knows what else is coming out for -1. We've got so much. So plenty of -1 content. I'm still deciding how I'm going to do my Godzilla X Kong content. Like I said, I might get the Godzilla and Kong Monster Arts just because, even though they're super cheap reissues. I will say this, though. The second Monster Arts announces the Evo Godzilla, 100%. That is an instant pre-order for me. I don't care how good or how bad it looks. The Evo Godzilla I am getting. Okay, so Monster Arts announced that. I'll get that. I'm hoping Beast Glove Kong is a completely new mold. If it's not, I might not actually get it. I probably will have to for display. And Garking and Shimu Monster Arts, yes, I will be getting them. If Haya announces them, I might, if I'm liking what Haya is offering, if I'm able to get a 2021 Godzilla before then, I might get those as well, and we might be able to do some comparisons, and then I'll sell whichever ones I don't like for a discount, because, I don't really care about making my money back on things that I don't like. So, so if I get Monster Arts and Haya and I like the Monster Arts less, then I'll sell the Monster Arts for cheaper than retail, because, they'll be on sale at the end of the year anyways. I promise you. We already see that. You can still buy Mechagodzilla. You can still get Kong and Godzilla 2021 pretty cheap. Playmates does a 13. Blue Pulse. I think they might. Playmates. I think we're going to get a large Shimu. I know you were talking about that as well. I think we're going to get a large Shimu for sure. We might get the Blue Pulse Godzilla. That would be cool. Sorry, guys. I got to take another drink. Whew. A lot of talking. That would be cool. I'm not going to get any of the Playmates stuff. Just not for me. But I'm glad that everyone is enjoying them. I haven't even gone looking for the RC Evolved Godzilla yet. Might get it next paycheck this upcoming week. I might, if I can find one, I might wait. Plenty of pre-orders I got to do. I got to get a second set of shelves because with the Gigantics coming in, and there's going to be Godzilla versus Kong or Godzilla X Kong Gigantics. Spiral's doing stuff, but I don't buy Spiral stuff. Easy Hobby is teased they've got something coming up as well after -1. And I'm assuming X Plus isn't going to be far behind with at least an Evolved Godzilla. I would be kind of surprised if we didn't get one. Oh, yeah, I fully do. The RC Godzilla looks like the ultimate perfect toy. Plus, it would be the perfect review to show off the Godzilla Tower rug that I have here, too. I have the Godzilla RC. Yeah, nice. Yeah, the RC, that's definitely being added to the collection. When, hopefully soon, I will do a review on it. I'll try to do something different for it, and that's going to be hard because there is plenty of reviews out there. So I might wait a little bit. It might not be as popular, but at the same time, I want to try to do something a little different. But I got to workshop that, just to show a different angle on the figure. Like I said, it'll probably be on the floor, or some of it will be on the floor with the Godzilla Tower mat, because I've got to show off this beautiful thing. I'm not going to show it off here. The office is kind of in a mid-construction. Had to reorganize all the Gigantics, take some tails off, So, but future is looking good. I'll end it with this: Godzilla X Kong, New Empire. I'm excited. I'm overall feeling positive on it. I do hope it does do good critically. It has to, or at least do good at the box office. I guess if the critics don't like it, but if the box office loves it, then it doesn't really matter. We should actually start seeing some of the first reviews popping up here within the next 3 weeks. Rotten Tomatoes is normally first. IMDb also pretty quick. Sometimes it's a week before, sometimes it's 2 to 3 weeks. I would say by the second week of March, we'll start to kind of see how people are feeling about it. I do feel like this is a pretty anticipated film outside of the Godzilla community, just film-wise, which is why I think they did move it up, actually. I think they wanted to help push the hype. I'm very excited for it. I'm very excited to see what merch, what toys, what statues come out. RC Godzilla is already a huge plus. Hopefully we get like an RC Shimu. That would be pretty cool too. Then I would have to get the Godzilla. And yeah, I can't wait to see what X Plus does. Hopefully they make some 30 centimeters and not 25 centimeters. Hopefully the evolved Godzilla gets a gigantic. That's probably my big... Actually, let's do that really quick. Lewis, Kingzilla, what are, out of everything that hasn't been announced yet, what is the one thing from this film that you guys want the most? It can be a Playmates, it can be a Playmates figure, it can be a Haya figure, it can be X Plus, it could be Spiral. What's the one thing that you guys want to see merchandise-wise from this film? Let me know. Oh, we've got 3 viewers. Who's ever in the chat? And then people who are watching this afterwards, not live. What's the one, piece of New Empire merch that you guys want to see? Me, an X Plus Gigantic Series Evolved Godzilla. They're going to knock it out of the park. The Rick is going to be a translucent, and it's going to look beautiful, I would assume. I don't think it'll be a light up. Probably is going to be just a translucent, but that's my number one. I want an X Plus Gigantic Series Evolved Godzilla. Then next would be a 30 centimeter, but I want a gigantic evolved Godzilla just as much, almost as much as I want a gigantic -1. I need these 2 designs in this large scale class because they are bomb. They are great. I love them. So that's what I would want. Kingzilla, Lewis, if you guys are still here, let me know what you guys want to see. What's the one thing that you guys want to see? It can be anything. Maybe it's a company that hasn't even made anything yet. It could like Haya. It could be Spiral. Whatever you guys want. I just want to know. I just want to know because I'm hyped. I'm hyped for this film. I'm ready to see it. I'm tired of waiting. I want to see Evolved Godzilla. Evolved Godzilla is the crown jewel of this film for me. I love the color pink. I love Godzilla, and the fact that we get both again is a plus. It is a plus, and I know some people aren't excited about it. It's not a woke thing. It is just a really cool color combo on Godzilla. That's about it. It's just a really, really cool color combo. So, but we are right under an hour, and I think that's about where I'm going to keep it. I don't want to go too long. My voice is dying, obviously, because of all this talking. Shoot, my list is long, but since Spiral teased one, I don't have to say that one, but if I say give me a sec. Haya should make a G. Yeah. Gotta think, yeah, man, of course. Comment down below, yeah. Yeah, I agree, Kingzilla, that would be cool. Godzilla X Kong, yeah. Or get GXG, yeah. I like that. There's plenty of options, and there's definitely no wrong answers here. There's, any merch is good merch, as long as it's at least has a little bit of quality behind it. So, which the only things we've seen that really aren't quality so far is the Monster Arts reissues. They're lazy, but I have a soft spot for that Godzilla mold. So obviously Haya will make one, but I want to see a Bandai Monster King series. Ooh, that would be good. I mean, just the movie Monster series, the fact that we haven't seen it yet, a Godzilla. I'll add that to my list. Yeah, I want to see a Bandai movie monster series. Kong and Monster King would definitely be cool as well. I'll say that if, well, when we get an Evolved Godzilla movie monster series, I will be buying that. So that's at least some guarantee for review and content for the channel for you guys. Definitely going to be eating up more Evolved Godzilla merch. Do you know when we're going to go live? This Sunday, I'll be going live again for the 3rd anniversary of the channel. Sunday is my 3rd anniversary. This week is going to be busy. There's going to be hopefully some surprises with Beast Glove. Yeah, we were supposed to see him this month, and then Bandai's just, the list's been being pushed back. We were supposed to already have an Orga and a Frankenstein, and we haven't seen that. So I think they're pushing everything towards the end of the year to really just stockpile on the 70th anniversary. And summer, they're going to really, Bandai does really well in the summer. We see a lot of the big reveals in summer, so. But yeah, this Sunday, there will be a 3rd anniversary stream. Be there. Hopefully going to have a custom intro for the stream, just kind of wrapping up the channel as a whole to celebrate. A full reveal of the collection might happen during the stream. The room is an absolute mess right now. I've got a lot of cleaning to do. I want to dust. So that might happen, might not. But that would be a collection video, might be revealed. That is the plan. The intro is a plan. And then we're going to have guests. We're going to have the guys back just celebrating and talking about it. That's for sure. We do have live unboxings this week as well. We have, cheers, bro. Have a good night. Thanks, Lewis. Thanks for stopping by, hanging out, talking. It's always a pleasure, man. Thank you. We do have a live box day tomorrow with Tokusatsu BTS. So many people hitting on the G. Yeah. We've got a live box day tomorrow afternoon. We've got one Tuesday or Wednesday, and then we'll have one Thursday or Friday. There's one that hasn't shipped from Japan yet, but it only takes like 3 days to get here. So there's going to be plenty of box days, and then 3rd anniversary stream Sunday for sure, as well as the gigantic Shin review will also drop that day as well. It's going to be a packed Sunday. So we're going to end. We're a little bit over an hour, and that's perfect. Thanks everyone for stopping by, coming out, commenting, watching. I appreciate it. This has been a lot of fun. Like I said, I want to be streaming regularly. I think Sunday nights is going to be the sweet spot. But we'll see. My work schedule might be changing here in the next month and a half. So, but thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys are all hyped for New Empire as I am. And I cannot wait to see what else is revealed this year. That's it for me, y'all, though. Peace. Rock on. Stay safe. Remember to go to the links down in the description. Follow my friends. Join the Facebook groups I have there. I need to add more there because there's plenty of Facebook groups to join that are awesome. They're pretty much all super cool. And go follow my friends' social media links. I'm always adding people in every few weeks just to help bring the community together. Just to show we're all connected. We're all one big community. And hopefully this year there can be a little bit more love and compassion than some of the stuff that's been happening lately. So thank you guys. To a great year, to a great movie. Bye-bye, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.